off your IRA or 401k tax-free. Hey everyone, Adam Bergman here, tax attorney and founder of IRA Financial. On today's Adam Talks, I am going to explain and teach you how you can employ a certain strategy so that you can live off your retirement funds tax-free. Yeah, tax-free. So buckle up. I think this is going to be a very informative and educational 20 minutes or so podcast. So that's what I do. It's all about educating folks and using the retirement system to our favor. The system is literally rigged in our favor, especially the Roth IRA, which allows folks that are over the age of 59 and a half and had the Roth IRA or 401k open at least 5 years to pull the money out tax-free. And that's the core of today's podcast, is using Roth IRA strategies to live off your Roth money tax-free. So a couple ways to do this, okay? Simplest case, you have a Roth IRA that's buying, real estate income, dividend stocks, interest on hard money loans, whatever else you're doing, and you're generating income and gains through a Roth IRA. You can literally just pull the money out of the Roth IRA if you need it and live off it tax-free, okay? Now, let's say so that's the first and obvious, easiest way to live off Roth IRA money, in the passive form, where it's just you're a passive investor and you're using the Roth IRA to invest in passive, very marketable types of investments like stocks or mutual funds or interest bonds, whether it's crypto gains, dividend stock, things like that. The second is if you use a Roth IRA, i.e. a self-directed Roth IRA, to invest in a private business. And in that way, assuming you're 59 and a half, and the Roth's been open 5 years, if the business is a corporation, the dividends from the corporation to the Roth IRA would be tax-free. So you can literally live tax-free off dividends. So let's say you are partnered with a friend, your Roth IRA owns 25, 30% of the business, under the 50%, and the business is throwing off 100K of profit a year after 21% corporate tax. If the company dividends the Roth IRA to the shareholders and you get 25% of the 100K, $25,000 tax-free to the Roth IRA that you could then take as a tax-free distribution, so long as you're over the age of 59 and a half, and the Roth has been open at least 5 years. So second way where you can employ a self-directed Roth IRA strategy and live off the funds tax-free. The first was just a regular old Roth IRA. If you had a Roth IRA doing traditional investments, you can live off the funds tax-free. The second is a self-directed Roth where you're doing alternative assets like private business stock investments, potentially private equity, hedge fund, even hard money loans, credit funds, and more alternative type of investment. There's also a really interesting way to live off the self-directed Roth IRA funds tax-free. And the third interesting way is something called a ROBS, a rollover business startup solution, which allows someone with retirement funds that want to use those retirement funds to invest in a business they're going to control and own more than 50% of through the ROBS, which basically means a corporation adopts a new 401k. So you have a C Corp right here, and then the C Corp adopts a 401k, and then you roll over your pre-tax retirement funds tax-free to the 401k, and then 401k then buys the corporate stock known as the qualified employer securities. And thanks to 4975D13, that transaction is not prohibited, meaning you could own more than 50% of the entity. You can also be an employee of that business and not trigger the prohibited transaction rules under 4975C for the sole reason that the exemption under 4975D13 trumps the prohibited transaction rules under 4975C. So it's a really cool strategy using the ROBS and a Roth 401k where you can take tax-free dividends, assuming you're over 59 and a half, and the Roth's been open 5 years, all the profit after the 21% tax is paid to the government and any other state-related tax, any net retained earnings could then be sent as a tax-free dividend from the corporation to the 401k. Since the 401k is the owner, it doesn't pay tax on the dividend. Whereas if the individual, you or me, were a shareholder of the corp, there'd be an ordinary income dividend. So what you're doing through the Roths is you are sheltering the tax on the retained earnings dividend from the corp to the 401k. And so long as you're over 59 and a half, and the Roth's been open 5 years, everything is tax-free. So by using this third strategy, you can now own more than 50% of a business, earn a salary, and then live tax-free off the income through taking advantage of Roth IRA dividends, or Roth 401k dividends, I should say, from the corp to the 401k. So these are the 3 buckets of tax-free ways that you could live off your Roth IRA tax-free. Now, yes, you have to be over 59 and a half. The Roth has to be open 5 years. Okay. So if you're watching or listening to the podcast saying, ah, man, I'm only 42, 45. Well, don't give up. It's just a matter of time. Time goes fast. Okay. Time's on your side. Why is time on your side? Because the whole core of the retirement system is based off the power of compounding returns. And in order to take advantage of compounding returns, you need time. And the way it works is, assuming you can generate an 8% rate of return, your money should double every 8 years. And a retirement account's the best way to take advantage of compounding returns because there's no tax on the earnings, right? So your money will grow faster. So 8% over 8 years, your money will double. Okay, so time is on our side. So if you're in your 30s or 40s and you're listening and saying, oh man, I don't want to wait 15, 10, 12 years to do this, well, I'm sorry, but it's good to be young. Listen, I'm 48. I'll go back to 38 if I could. I would do a bunch of stuff different. I have maxed out all my retirement accounts, but like, for example, I would have started my company in a Roth if I could. I did it. I should have, but I did. So there's a lot of different stuff I would love to do if I can go back in time. But time is on your side. So don't be concerned if you're young and you're like, oh, the strategy is from 59 and a half. It's okay. You'll get there, but plan. Build up your retirement account, build up your nest egg, just keep saving every year. Your money will double every 8 years, assuming an 8% rate of return. If you can do 10, 12, 15% rate of return, it's going to take less years to double. So eventually you will get to 59 and a half and you'll have the right strategy because you'll have a Roth set up, you'll have money in the Roth, you'll have more money to live off. And then hopefully you still have a very good business cash flow opportunity, whether it's a business that's passive, whether it's Apple or Tesla, where you can just do Roth dividends. So just because you're in your 40s doesn't mean you can't start employing the strategy. You can. You're just not going to be able to pull the money out and live off it. To really maximize the Roth, you got to be 59 and a half and Roth open at least 5 years. But you can start building to that strategy where you're going to be 59 and a half, have a very large Roth, and have the opportunity to then make, whether it's traditional investments in stocks or bonds or self-directed investments, whether it's in private businesses, whether it's in investment funds, whether it's in credit funds, hard money loans, real estate. You'll have that opportunity. The more money you have in your Roth, the more investment opportunities will present themselves. And then third, if you have the chance in your mid 50s, late 50s, or in your 60s, 70s to invest or start a business where you own or control more than 50%, you can employ a Robs. And then through the tax-free dividend mechanism, cash-free income after the 21% corporate tax, you can live off those tax-free dividends tax-free. So when you put it all together, it's a really, really exciting opportunities to take advantage of tax-free living. And when I say tax-free living, I mean literally living off your retirement money tax-free. It's got to be a Roth. If you have a pre-tax IRA or 401k, that's good. But when you pull the money out, it is subject to income tax. So on a distribution perspective, especially as you get older, and you can take advantage of the Roth 59 and a half, 5-year rules, having that Roth is super valuable. But don't fret, you can always go pre-tax to Roth. You just have to pay tax on the conversion. There are also strategies that you can utilize, like discounted valuation and other opportunities, NOLs, oil and gas investments that generate huge deductions that could offset tax and income on the conversion. So if you are a client of IRA Financial or thinking about this stuff and want to know and learn how you can live tax-free as you get older, we've helped thousands of clients do it. I'd love to do it for you. It's not hard, super easy. It's just planning. It's just structuring the right self-directed IRA and the right techniques to generate tax-free wealth. That's what we specialize in. Been practicing tax law for 23 years. I've been in the retirement space, 15 years. This is what I focus on. This is what I spend all my time on. This is what I love to do. And it's really just about using the tax code and the retirement system, which is rigged in our favor, combining those benefits and finding solutions. And they're out there easily discoverable. Just got to know where to look, which we do. And we can teach you how to live tax-free off your retirement money. So when you are in your late 50s, 60s, and 70s, you can enjoy your life and not have to worry about what the tax rate will be. And oh my God, I'm in a different tax bracket. And oh my God, I'm going to pay 30 or 40% tax. Or oh my God, a Democrat's going to be elected and they're going to raise my taxes. Who cares? You have money in a Roth, you never pay tax. What do you care? You can enjoy, play golf, go scuba diving, travel the world, and never have to worry about tax rates. That's the beauty of using the tax code and the retirement system, meshing the benefits and coming out with amazing structured designs, which we do for self-directed Roth IRAs. And we have specific products for each type of investment. So we're not just going to give you an out-of-the-box type of product. We're going to customize the structure for you because we have special products for each type of structure, whether it's real estate or hard money loans or private equity or venture capital or cryptos or gold or investing in private businesses, whether passively or more actively. We will have solutions for you so you can gain the opportunity to generate tax-free wealth. That's it. Hope you guys enjoyed the podcast. Please, if you haven't already, a good review goes a long way. It just helps boost the podcast so more people can listen and find it, and we can all help each other share all my knowledge, and that's what I love to do. Kind of sharing all the money my dad paid for law school and all the hard work and the all-nighters I did as a tax lawyer. I get to share all my knowledge with all you guys for free. That's what I love doing, and just opening up the tax code and then combining it with the retirement rules in the tax code and also rulings, and coming up with structures and plan designs to generate tax-free wealth. So that's it. Thank you for hanging out with me today. I hope you guys enjoyed the podcast. It's a fun one. It's one of my favorite topics. I could probably, do this every day. I wish I could. You guys would probably get sick of me, but I'm telling you, nothing makes me happier. Like when I go to a cocktail party or having like dinner or friends and people are asking me, hey, like this is my situation. What do you think? And I love just designing plans to get people tax-free wealth. And more often than not, there's always great solutions. You just need a retirement money. You need some, you can start, never too late. You need a plan. You need to figure out what you want to do. You got to be patient, trust the process, and it will work. But patience is key. This isn't a get rich quick deal. This takes 20, 30 years to really maximize returns in a retirement account. Good news is hopefully we all live to 120. We got a lot of years ahead of you. That's why if you're young, time's on your side. The old Rolling Stone song, time is on your side. Well, it is. Just got to be patient, trust the process, learn how the rules work, which I'm happy to teach you all. And if you stick with me, you're going to have tax-free wealth, I promise. That's it. Spoke too much already. Have a great day, and hope to see everyone again next time. Take care.